Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Macedo is the best.
Okay, so Arabian Business reports that UAE is set to decriminalize bounce check cases from January. So I'll give you my thoughts. I spoke to my friend who works in the bank and 2-3 other businessmen, and I'll tell you what they said, okay, because obviously they can't mention this publicly. Now, having to decriminalize checks is actually a good step. It is a good step. And I'll give you an example. Arun Shekhar, who was the CEO of Energy International, Green Energy or something like that, his partner had, or the person who had the authorized signatory, cheated him, issued a lot of fake checks and ran away. And because he was the owner of the company, he was put behind bars. He was put in jail. He was a good man. And they put him in jail and they didn't let him go. And obviously, if you're in jail, how can you work? How can you do anything? Okay. And then if you know, I think it was a gold shop. I can't get the name. Not Malabar Gold. Gold. Some chain of gold shops. This man who was the owner, he was jailed. Okay, and he requested, please allow me to work so that I can pay the people I owe. But the law was so stupid that they left him in jail, and you can't work. And then obviously when people come to know that the CEO is jailed, I mean the whole system, the company will collapse. People will panic who have supplied materials to you, and people will not want to do business with you. Customers will not want to buy from you because they feel, oh, this company is going to collapse. So it destroys businesses. So in that way, this is a welcome move. However, there are plenty of risks, plenty of problems and plenty of challenges, which I'll tell you. Okay. Now, I'll read out the article first. UAE Central Bank says, law amendments will narrow criminalization to serious fraud and bad faith cases. Okay, now first things first is these terminologies that they use, no? It's going to be fraud or bad faith cases. I mean, what does it mean? What are you trying to say? See, in fact, let me ask you a very simple question here. Okay, you prove me wrong. The Middle East countries, Arab countries, especially UAE, okay, since my channel is about UAE, I'm saying especially UAE. Tell me, are they transparent with their system? Are they transparent with their laws? Are they transparent with how many, who's in jail, why they are jailed? Are they transparent with these are the laws? Do they hold public, complete public transparency? Do they do that? In fact, do you know how much of money companies have kept? Who are the people? Why is UAE still in Europe's money laundering list? The fact is, they will never be transparent, because the minute you will be transparent, all the people with money who are in UAE, who don't want to pay tax, will run away. UAE is very aware of this. They're not stupid, they're not dumb. See, so many of my Indian friends, Pakistani friends who are in UAE are there because they don't want to pay tax. I know people who have worked in UAE for 40 years, okay, 40 years, 50 years. Now they are, at the age of 60, 65. They have millions of dollars. And I asked them, so you're planning to go back to India and retire? And they said, no, are you crazy, Loy? If I take this money and go back, the first thing, the minute I land, the government will tax me. They will take 35% or 40% of my money for no reason. Why should I give them 35% or 40% of my money? What are they going to give me? They're going to give me roads. They're going to give me water, electricity. They're going to give me medical care. What are they going to give me? Protection? He's saying, I'm enjoying the best of all the worlds being in UAE. Best of all the worlds. Why should I go and pay 35% tax? Why should I have the, tax officers and banks and everyone else breathing down my neck? I worked hard 30 years, 40 years for this hard-earned money. I'll enjoy tax-free. I know so many people. So you tell me that is their logic. Can you prove them wrong? If you and I had millions of dollars, would you go back to your country and say, here, tax me? No, man, we're not going to do that. So the first point that I'm trying to tell you is there are so many people in UAE who don't want details to be exposed, keep hush privately, and they're very happy. So many people come with black money. Black money is unaccounted money, and buy properties and buy open businesses. In fact, check the news. They have caught this mafia, they have caught this don, they have caught this big gang leader. I mean, UAE has some of the most advanced security, this thing at the airport. Eye scan, finger scan. You think they were not aware that these underworld people are coming there? They knew that. It's only when pressure from US or other governments, okay, fine. Here, we caught him, we captured him. How can you enter the country without being, recorded? Okay. The UAE Central Bank said the new amendment will come 4th of January, effectively decriminalizing bounce check, except for the most serious cases. See, here once again, what is a serious case? What is not a serious case? These are all words. How do you measure them? In fact, let me tell you a simple thing. Arab Tech had to pay billions to the market. Okay, Arab Tech had to pay billions to the market, to the suppliers. What happened there? They completed so many projects. Who paid them? And then the government took over all the assets. They didn't pay any of the creditors. They didn't pay anybody. They took their share. And then they said, oh, bankruptcy. Sorry. After you take your share, after everything is done, then you just put a grenade there and let it explode. Oh, it exploded. Yeah, shit, yeah. See, this is what goes on. This level of corruption, yes, is there in every country. But since I'm focusing on UAE, I'm telling you, we need to call a spade a spade. The bullshit that people give, like USA, weapons of mass destruction, we have solid evidence, and then they, kill Saddam Hussein. He was innocent. They murdered him without a trial. And they took over the country, took over all the money, whatever. Oh, we made a mistake. Yeah, shit, yeah, we made a mistake. This is the game companies, governments, politicians, they all play. In fact, when USA takes over a country, who do you think gets the oil contracts? Who do you think gets all the work? It is people in power who have companies or vested interests. This happens in all countries. So let's stop acting like idiots. In this, they are saying it depends on how severe the case is. I give you the example, Arab Tech. Who is held accountable? Nobody. And then you get a dummy this thing, or you get a scapegoat and you put him in jail. Okay, then Abdullah bin Toq al-Marri, UAE Minister of Economy, hailed the move, stating that lifting the penal protection of the checks are part of the series and efforts undertaken to accelerate economic recovery, especially in the private sector. See, they just want people to bring their money and invest in the country and do business. That's all they want to do. It's going bloody dark, yeah. Okay, it's going to rain heavy, I think. See, they just want people to invest money. But, how else will they do? So what they do is, whatever is your fear. Oh, even though Islamic rule, we follow Islam, boy and girl can stay together. Saudi, okay, no need for ladies to cover them. Let them go free. Oh, we'll have Halloween. Before it was for shaitan, it was evil. No, it's okay. Oh, UAE, we follow Islam and we believe in Prophet Muhammad. Oh, you can have alcohol. It's okay. We can order it at home. No problem. Stay together, even boy, girl. No problem. Just don't make a noise about it. Where do you think nightlife, the prostitutes, what that is Islamic. See, there are so many things that UAE talks but does not do. Let's stop, characterizing it. You can't buy and believe all this bullshit. All they're trying to say is, you got money, invest in the country, there'll be less problems for you, and especially if you have black money. Okay? The CBUAE announced in details carrying state news, blah blah blah, this commercial law, this is all crap, this is just nonsense they want to write. The previous amendment stipulated a drawer could be sentenced to a minimum check bounce of 1,000 and at least 1 month of imprisonment. See, before, at least there was a little fear. There was fear, okay, if I issue a check, I can be held accountable, I'll get into trouble. Today what is happening, now what they are trying to say is, issue a check, man, no problem. Do you know how many people will take advantage of the system? Do you know how many people will, as it is, the market is afraid to accept any checks. Ask any businessman. I have so many business friends. Ask any businessman, man, do you feel safe accepting a check? They'll say, no, man, I just want business on cash. Check, you pay me less, but I don't want a check. Because if in case, let's say, you're selling a product at 10% margin, 10%, you supplied $1,000 and you have $100 as margin. Okay, he gave you a check and now the check bounced. Now, to recover that 1,000, which is bad debts, you have to sell to 10 customers at 10% each. Okay, it's become very dark, man. What the fuck is going on? It was all light before. Okay, anyway, maybe I'm talking of a dark topic. Okay. Then Khalid Mohammed Bala Ma, governor of CBUAE, confirmed that amendments are in line with plans to upgrade banking laws and regulations to fill any legal gaps and shortcomings. Yeah, this is all bullshit. Okay. He added that they will assist in facilitating commercial and banking transactions, streaming procedures for collecting check value, and making use of checks more flexible. He said amendments will reduce the negative aspects of dealing with checks and will strike a balance between interest of checks, beneficiary and bearers, fulfilling the rights as soon as possible, and the draw's interest of rooming a criminal case. See, right now the law, what does the law state right now? Right now the law states, officially, unofficially, you don't pay a check, okay, you can file a case. But why people are not filing a case is because the whole bloody process is expensive. The lawyer's fees cost a fortune. Going to the court is expensive. It's time consuming. It's a waste of time. That is why people don't file cases. Now, you're saying you'll decriminalize the entire this thing, but still you'll have to make a case. It doesn't mean anything. It's like, Narendra Modi saying, okay, we'll go zero carbon by 2070. It is after 50 years. 50 years where? You'll be alive. Modi will be alive. Who will be alive? People can, like Greta Thunberg giving lectures, politicians talking about we need to protect the world and all that, but you start, not we. It's all bullshit, man. According to these amendments, partial payment of check has become also mandatory. If the amount available for the payment is less than the check value, the drawee must pay the amount partially unless the bearer rejects. Okay, rest everything is all just blah 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 bullshit. You can read the article. It's just filler words. Okay, overall, let me tell you, it's fucking dark, man. Stupid. Okay, overall, let me just tell you this much. See, the problem with the UAE is in desperate mode. Desperate mode to get investors, desperate mode to get people, desperate mode to keep the country afloat. That is why they're offering gold visas like they are offering popcorn. Oh, you're a citizen. Dana White, you're a citizen of the country. What fucking citizen? They're giving gold visas like before they issued the gold visa. Oh, you need to have 5 million, 10 million, this and that. When they realized nobody gives a fuck about their gold visa, then they started giving it for free. Okay, fine, 10 years, you can stay here without renewing the visa. Then they tried, oh, okay, if you are an intellect, if you are, if you're a PhD, if you're a Nobel laureate, we'll give you citizenship. You're the citizen of the country. They want high network, high quality individuals to come. But what are you offering? See, UAE is like a nice little place where you can have a holiday, sit on the beach, relax. It's like a Las Vegas. But that is where it stops. And end of the day, you need to think of what's next. I'll tell you, go to UAE, see the tourism. There are only shopping malls, there are only big towers, and finished. You can see the whole of UAE within a week. All the attractions. Really going to rain, man. To finish this video. So, and now Saudi is competing against UAE. Ooh, it's raining. Saudi is competing against UAE. Now that's another headache for, business. So overall, oh, started to rain. Very good. Yeah. You need to go. Yeah. This is funny. Making a serious video and it's raining heavy. See, this is the challenges of being a, content creator. Anyway, so overall what I want to tell you is, good, I finished the video. The UAE needs to do whatever it can to ask people to come and invest in their country. Obviously, enjoy the video. Yes, they need to do whatever they can to ask people to invest in their country. And I'm still talking as I'm running. Oh goodness, maybe the gods didn't want me to make this video. The investment gods. Wait. Let me run. Woo. Wait. This is one of those rare videos, What jumble up there. Anyway, I'll finish the conclusion. Just wait. So like I was saying, UAE will do its best to get investors, get people. They'll keep changing their rules. But the question is, will it work? End of the day, you'll keep changing your rules. You'll keep bringing new policies. But then it's to be seen whether people actually buy into what you're saying. As of now, post-COVID, they're doing their best. Let's see, does it work or not? Anyway, it's raining here. I need to go. Hey, you got to sleep first. You see now the weather changed? Anyway, put your comments down below, guys. Let me know what you think. This is me signing off. You guys take care.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Macedo is the best.